Welcome to two thrifty Texans traveling the world together, the Qatar edition. The Qatar edition is the first part of a multi-country across-continent expedition through the southern countries of South Africa. Please follow along in those editions to come to see some of the most beautiful scenery in the world. Getting our airfare to South Africa for only $84 is the reason why we had a 9-hour layover to Doha as our initial stop, as we used frequent flyer miles to pay for the transportation to Africa. Saving a few $1,000s was worth the inconvenience, but we made the best of the situation as we used it as an opportunity to take a tour around the city of Doha. At the end of the video, I will include more information on where and how I got my frequent flyer miles to pay for this trip. After a 16-hour direct flight from Dallas, Texas to Doha, we had 9 hours to spare. Since we slept on the plane, we were looking to explore the city of Doha during the layover. Since I have had these 9-hour layovers in Doha before, I know that Doha has options for people in just that situation. There is a tourism booth within the airport where we purchased a 3-hour tour across the city for less than $35. This tour is offered 9 times throughout the day. See schedule below. The transit exclusive Discover Doha tour includes the entry stamp into the country, transportation, and a tour guide that will take the tour group across the city to see the financial district, a few mosques, a few cultural sites, and finally the famous outdoor shopping district. So please sit back and see what you can do with a long layover in Doha. And at the end, I will provide more information on alternative things to do with an extended layover while in the city of Doha. Once we arrived back at the Doha airport, we still had a few hours until our flight to Zambia departed. So we used that time to take advantage of the luxurious saunas within the airport. Passes to one of these saunas started at around $25 and include clean facilities to shower in, hot tubs to relax in, and in addition to swimming pools for doing a few laps if you please. The frequent flyer miles that I used for airfare came from being an American Airlines member. I have a credit card like the one shown below that awards me with frequent flyer miles every time I pay for something using the credit card. Since I pay all of my bills with this credit card, I have gone to the following destinations for free, minus the required taxes you have to pay on the airfare. The one-way destinations include Dallas to Japan, Japan to Thailand, Thailand to Israel, Israel to Dallas, Dallas to Zambia, Ecuador to Dallas. And finally, the free round-trip destinations from Dallas that I took were to Panama, Peru, Austria, and Nigeria. If you sign up for this credit card, then you are initially awarded 50,000 frequent flyer miles after $3,000 in purchases are made. This alone almost amounts to any round trip anywhere in the world. Please reference the American Airlines Frequent Flyer Awards travel chart to know more. The downside to using this awards program is that American Airlines did not fly to certain parts of the world, so accommodations will be made with one of the member airlines that are part of the One World Partner Alliance. With Zambia being the first part of our trip across the southern continent of Africa, we flew Qatar Airways via Doha. After relaxing and showering at one of these airport facilities and then eating dinner, we proceeded to board our 7.5-hour flight to Lusaka, Zambia. If you would like more information about the details of this trip, check out the links below. Please stay tuned for the beginning of our expedition across the southern continent of Africa, the Zimbabwe and Zambia edition. If you enjoyed or found this content helpful, please subscribe and hit that like button.